Running Python on Windows for Node.js dependencies. I am getting into a Node.js codebase which requires that I download a few dependencies via npm, namely jQuery. In attempting to run npm install jQuery, I keep getting this error. It looks like the failure is due to a missing Python installation. Well, I have installed Python, set the variable, and rebooted and still the error. Any clue as to what I am missing?
Your problem is that you didn't set the environment variable. The error clearly says this. And in your comment, you say you did this. That's nice, but that doesn't set the Python variable, it sets the Python path variable. Meanwhile, just using the set command only affects the current CMD session. If you reboot after that, as you say you did, you end up with a whole new CMD session that doesn't have that variable set in it. There are a few ways to set environment variables permanently. The easiest is in the System Control panel in XP, which is of course different in Vista, different again in 7, and different again in 8, but you can Google for it. Alternatively, just do the set right before the npm command, without rebooting in between. You can test whether you've done things right by doing the exact same thing the config script is trying to do. Before running npm, try running %python%. If you've done it right, you'll get a Python interpreter, which you can immediately quit. If you get an error, you haven't done it right. There are two problems with this. First, you're setting Python to :\Python. That extra semicolon is fine for a semicolon separated list of paths, like path or Python path, but not for a single value like Python. And likewise, adding a new value to the existing value is what you want when you want to add another path to a list of paths, but not for a single value. So, you just want set Python equals :\Python. Second, :\Python is not the path to your Python interpreter. It's something like :\Python_Python.x, or :\Python_bin_Python.x. Find the right path, make sure it works on its own. For example, type :\Python_bin_Python.x and make sure you get a Python interpreter, then set the variable and use it. So, If you want to make it permanent, do the equivalent in the control panel.
If you haven't got Python installed along with all the Node.js dependencies, simply open PowerShell or Git bash with administrator privileges and execute. And then to install the package. Once installed, you will have all the Node.js dependencies downloaded, but you still need the environment variable. Validate Python is indeed found in the correct folder. Note: it uses Python 2.7 not 3.x as it is not supported. If it doesn't moan, go ahead and create your user environment variable. Restart CMD, and verify the variable exists via set Python, which should return the variable $end column Python if using PowerShell. Lastly, reapply npm install module.
For me, after installing Windows Build Tools with the below comment, running the code below has worked. Here is a guide that resolved a lot of these issues for me. This URL. I remember in particular the Python version as important. Make sure you install 2.7.3 instead of 3's.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.